Way. Praise YAHWEH. In the name of the Son, the mighty God, YAHWEH, Bet Nun Sofit YAHWEH. Selah. Welcome to Black Gods of Yahweh Media. And in this particular video, I want to talk about a segment of our community that we have made excuses for and that we have allowed to sit around and erode and bring the community down. We don't often think of these individuals as harmful, more annoying than anything, but we're really missing the point. When you hear the term Black Devil, it's always focused to the murderer, the pedophile, the thief, the backstabber, and yes, the criminal justice system eventually gets around to those people. But it is the stubborn and rebellious drunkard and substance abuser that has brought the community down and is as dangerous as the murderer, the thief, the rapist, and the pedophile. Because they're allowed to latch on to the community and bring a negative cloud over everybody within it. And I'm guilty myself for feeling sorry for these individuals who have lost the will and fortitude to fight, to better themselves, and completely dead-minded and fallen victim to the whims and the traps and the deadly entanglements of the enemy. And in order for us to rebuild the community, we have to understand something, that many of our people who have been brought up in oppression and as a victim of the curses of Deuteronomy, they were unable to bring themselves out or to recognize and better themselves. And these are the individuals who are going to fall by the wayside. They're not going to make it into the kingdom because Yahweh is looking for that group of his special people who has persevered and risen up over all of the challenges and tribulations that have been brought before them. I am against leaving the community and not building up our community. But what was achieved from the Son of Yahweh in 2021 is very difficult to do. The ghetto and the projects, that's not our community. That's the white man's community. That's the dominant society's community that he has placed and stuck our people into and infiltrated it and saturated it with drugs, alcohol, and gun shops. In order for us to rebuild the community and rebuild the people, we're going to have to relocate to areas in which we can buy our own land in areas that is not heavily populated, and then rebuild that area and multiply like-minded and positive people within it. That's the only way to rebuild a community and to completely eradicate the stubborn and rebellious drunkard and substance abuser. We're going to have to put like-minded people and saturate this community and new groups and new areas with people who are positive, who have overcame and want to achieve and have the fortitude to fight and overcome. It just can't be done. Incidents recently in the past couple of days have really brought this to light. I've had personal experiences with this. And oftentimes it's our elderly, and it's unfortunate. I see them in trash cans every day. I see them waiting for me to get out of the car so they can panhandle me. And I often wonder, where are their children and relatives? I know it's not their fault, because everyone has a responsibility to clean themselves up, do for themselves. Everybody has the same path. It just depends on which door you went into. Did you turn right when you should have turned left? Did you turn left when you should have turned right? We have all overcame trials and tribulations. We have all overcame hardships. We have all endured. But those who are stubborn and rebellious and cannot pick themselves up from the depths and the abyss and has fallen victim to substance abuse, alcohol, and different type of drugs, and it has destroyed their lives. When you see them, they smell like death. When you see them, they have on clothes that they look like they're from Vietnam. And you feel sorry for them. And you wonder what has happened to them. We've all experimented with the paraphernalia of darkness that our enemy has pushed on us to destroy our community within. But those of us who have risen up, we're going to have to take that next step and lead the community and lead Judah forward. And the only way to prevent the drunkard and the substance abuser from latching on to these new communities that we are willing to create is we're going to have to totally move out of those areas and purchase land, put Black people who are positive, like-minded individuals in those communities. Rebuild communities, apartment complexes, and areas that don't have a lot of people there with that type of mindset. Areas that are not infiltrated by the stubborn and rebellious. And we got to bring in positive, productive, like-minded people in. It's unfortunate. We all feel sorry for them. We all have that uncle that's strung out on meth. We all have that cousin who she's strung out on weed or strung out on alcohol. Or every time you see her coming, people are sitting outside on the porch and they turn the other way. I always say, oh, here she come again. We all have those relatives. We all have those friends. But we're going to have to move past that. And they have to be ostracized. They have to be talked to. If you can't sit down your mother, your uncle, your auntie, your cousin, and tell them this type of behavior is unacceptable, then you're wrong. As we move forward into this new millennium with Judah at the forefront in rulership, the stubborn and rebellious drunkard and substance abuser has got to go. This is Black Gods of Yahweh Media. I want to say peace, Shabbat Shalom, until the next video.